Welcome to today's deep dive. If you're a construction business owner or maybe a subcontractor trying to scale up right now, you are exactly who we need to talk to today.
Oh, absolutely. This is, specifically for anyone trying to break through that revenue ceiling.
Right. So our mission today is to unpack some really detailed notes from the Scaling Legends show. We're pairing that with a comprehensive market intelligence report to explore what we're calling the 2026 Subcontractor Tech Stack.
Yeah, the ultimate goal here is to help you stop running your business on paper and disjointed spreadsheets.
Exactly, because we want you to actually win more bids and cut your overhead.
Yeah.
Right. And the truth is, if you are still running your subcontracting business on spreadsheets, you're actively losing bids you don't even know about.
Which is a tough pill to swallow. I mean, it really is.
It's brutal. It's like trying to build a high-rise with a handsaw. Sure, it might have worked a century ago, but today, you're just going to completely exhaust yourself.
Yeah, you're going to get massively outpaced by the competition.
100%. So what is driving this sudden, frantic rush for subcontractors to upgrade their technology right now?
Well, it's a survival mandate, honestly. The pressure is coming straight from the top, from the general contractors.
Really? Because it feels like everyone is just suddenly panicking at once. Smart Business Automator's Market Intelligence Report highlights a massive 350% spike in Google searches for subcontractor accounting software, alongside a 300% jump for management software.
Right, and that panic is entirely justified because pre-qualification today, it means proving you have robust digital systems.
Not just showing your insurance certificate.
Exactly. 5 or 10 years ago, you handed over an insurance certificate, showed a bonding letter, and you were on the bid list. Now it's a highly technical audit.
Okay, let's unpack this because I want to play devil's advocate here. If a subcontractor's crew does flawless work on the job site,
Right.
why does the GC actually care if their daily logs are filed on an iPad versus a legal pad? Concrete is concrete, right?
You would think so, but it's what we call the GC leverage play. To a GC, your flawless concrete is just one piece of a massive, highly volatile puzzle.
Okay, so it's about the bigger picture.
Exactly. GCs are mandating seamless digital collaboration to mitigate their own risks. Many of them are explicitly requiring specific platforms like Procore or PlanGrid.
Oh, wow. So they just straight up tell you, we use this, you need to use it too.
Yes, because if your foreman writes an RFI on a legal pad, it sits in his truck, gets handed to the office manager tomorrow, and maybe gets to the GC in 2 days.
Which delays everything.
Right. It derails the framing, the plumbing, everything. But if you know these digital platforms and you can sync instantly, you eliminate their administrative burden, you become instantly more attractive as a sub, and you win the bid over the guy with the legal pad.
That makes total sense. So paper is basically a bid killer at this point.
It absolutely is.
Well, acknowledging that, what exactly does a winning digital toolkit look like in 2026?
So breaking it down, there are really 6 non-negotiable buckets in this tech stack.
Okay, let's hear them.
You've got accounting, estimating and bidding, project management, crew and labor management, safety and compliance, and finally, document management.
Okay, wait, let's pause on those first two. Accounting and estimating. Because looking at our notes, there is a very specific trap here.
Oh, the QuickBooks trap.
Yes, using basic off-the-shelf software. The notes highlight that once a sub crosses $1 million in revenue, standard software is basically like wearing a kid's tool belt to a commercial site.
That is a perfect way to put it. Basic accounting is fine for a retail shop, but construction finance is stretched out over months.
Right. You desperately need construction-specific job costing and work in progress or WIP reporting.
Yeah, and retention tracking, that's a huge one.
Oh, retainage is a nightmare. Explain why that's so hard on a basic spreadsheet.
Well, retainage is that 5 to 10% the GC holds back until the very end of the project. If you're manually tracking 15 projects, you're relying on someone's memory to invoice that final 10% 9 months from now.
And if you forget, there goes your entire profit margin for that job.
Exactly. You did all that work just to break even. Construction-specific software automates all of that.
So that protects your money. But what about the estimating side? Because digital takeoffs and proposal generation, that's all about speed, right?
Speed is everything in bidding. If an architect changes a room dimension, a manual estimator has to spend 3 days recalculating drywall.
Ugh, miserable.
Right. But a digital tool automatically recalculates, links to live material pricing, and spits out a new proposal in 45 minutes. Speed wins competitive bids.
Okay, so we've got the office side locked down. Let's talk about the operational side, project management, safety, and the crew.
This is where the field meets the office. We're talking digital daily logs, digital RFIs, GPS time tracking.
Oh, and per diem management, right?
Yes, and safety compliance, like running digital toolbox talks and keeping OSHA logs right there on a tablet. It creates a single source of truth.
I love that. But there's a massive caveat in the notes here about this field tech.
The self-service issue.
Exactly. This entire stack is completely useless if it isn't mobile first and capable of offline use.
Yeah, because field crews deal with spotty cell service constantly. If they're doing a pour in the third sub-basement of a high-rise, they don't have Wi-Fi.
And if the app just spins and won't load, the foreman is going to throw the tablet in the truck and grab his notebook again.
100%. So the 2026 standard means the app stores the data locally. The foreman works offline, and the second he drives up to street level and gets 1 bar of service,
It just syncs in the background automatically.
it pushes the payload instantly. The user doesn't even have to think about it.
That's incredible. But I have to be honest here. Listening to all of this, buying 6 new software platforms, it sounds incredibly expensive and honestly totally overwhelming for a growing business.
I get that. The sticker shock is real. But we have to look at the hard ROI math to kind of ease those financial anxieties.
Okay, hit me with the math.
The average sub spends 15 to 20 hours a week on administrative tasks, just chasing paper.
Half a work week, just on admin.
Exactly. Implementing the software cuts that down to 5 to 8 hours.
Wow.
So if you assume a $50 an hour loaded labor cost, you are recovering $2,000 to $3,000 a month in purely productive time.
Okay, that definitely pays for the software. But here's where it gets really interesting. If I'm a listener just starting to scale, do I need to roll out all 6 of these categories tomorrow and completely overwhelm my crew?
No, absolutely not. That is a recipe for a mutiny. Tech adoption should scale with your revenue.
So what's the blueprint? How do we pace this?
Our notes from Scaling Legends recommend a very specific path. You start with accounting and time tracking. Get your financial house in order.
Makes sense. Make sure everyone gets paid right.
Exactly. Then once you hit $2 million in revenue, the complexity goes up, so you add project management tools.
Right, the daily logs and all that.
Yeah. And then when you cross the $5 million mark, that's when you implement the advanced estimating automation to handle the bid volume.
And pacing this out pays off, because Smart Business Automator's Market Intelligence Report shows subcontractor technology adoption correlating strongly with win rates on competitive bids.
Exactly. You build the infrastructure right as the weight of your growth demands it.
It's so smart. But having all these tools over time, that's only half the battle. If I buy an estimating tool in year 1 and a PM tool in year 2, if they don't talk to each other, you've just created a new type of admin nightmare.
A massive nightmare. It's what people call a Frankenstack.
A Frankenstack. I love that.
Yeah, and it destroys your ROI. Which brings us to the golden rule of the 2026 tech stack. Data entry once, visible everywhere.
Okay, so how do we actually do that?
Through integrations. Your accounting, PM, and estimating tools must be integrated via APIs. They have to pass the data back and forth seamlessly.
So if you win a bid, the estimating tool just automatically hands the budget to the accounting software.
Without a human ever typing a single number twice.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
And when everything is integrated like that, it opens the door for something the notes heavily focus on: advanced AI platforms.
Yes. This is where the industry is really shifting. Modern platforms are eliminating manual coordination entirely.
But we aren't talking about, like, a generic chatbot here.
No, not at all. We're talking about smart document organization. The AI instantly tags project photos and RFIs.
Oh, nice.
And there's document intelligence, which automatically extracts the specific specs you need directly from dense architectural drawings.
So you don't have to read hundreds of pages manually.
Exactly. And my favorite is the daily log summaries.
How does that work?
A foreman can just dictate a messy, rambling voice memo while walking the site, and the AI turns it into a clear, structured daily report with action items.
So what does this all mean for the business owner? It sounds like instead of hiring 3 more office admins just to shuffle change orders between systems, you get an AI project assistant so your PMs can handle more jobs without drowning.
Exactly. It gives leadership total visibility into budgets and variances. It allows teams to respond strategically.
Instead of just, reactively hunting through email folders trying to figure out what went wrong.
Precisely. Which actually leads me to a final thought I want to leave everyone with.
Let's hear it.
Think about how you handle project risks right now. Usually, it's reacting to a delay that's already happened.
Always putting out fires.
Right. But consider this. Advanced systems can now run schedule risk detection, reviewing your schedules to identify bottlenecks before they become expensive problems. They can even generate draft RFI responses based on historical context.
That is wild.
It really is.
Yeah.
So you have to ask yourself, are you just tracking your past, or are you letting technology protect your future?
Wow. That is the perfect question to end on. Because honestly, your business, your crew, and your margins deserve that protection.
They absolutely do.
Yeah. Well, before you head back out to the job site, please take a second to subscribe, rate, and review this show on your preferred platform. Share this deep dive with your team or colleagues who could benefit from a tech upgrade. And to explore the tools that can revolutionize your workflow, visit smartbusinessautomator.com.
Keep building, everyone.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.